I guess if I'm referring to my most recent project, Moonology, I would definitely say my biggest inspirations for that were my personal experiences, my personal conflicts, thoughts, emotions, conflicts within myself and with other people. Also, trying to understand myself, trying to understand other people, and kind of the struggles that come from that. So yeah, in a very broad sense, I would say that those were my biggest inspirations for the music that I released so far. In terms of my specific sound and style, I can definitely think of a few artists that have helped shape that. For example, Her, Daniel Caesar, Summer Walker, Janae Aiko. These are just a few names that I can easily think of that have definitely influenced and inspired me in many different ways throughout the years. So yeah. For Moonology, we actually recorded most of the album in our friend's basement. Interestingly, a lot of people have asked me if we did it in a professional studio, but we didn't. It was mostly at our friend's house, and also for a couple of the songs on the album, I actually had to record myself like remotely because near the end of the creation of Moonology, when we were kind of finishing up, that's when COVID hit us pretty bad, like Canada, and the country had to shut down for a bit. So in quarantine, obviously, it's impossible to meet up to record. So I literally had to record in like my brother's walk-in closet at home because that was the quietest place I could find. So yeah, fun fact, that's how we recorded Moonology. So a few things you guys can expect. We're working on ideas for potential music videos for a couple of our songs, which I'm really, really excited about. And we're also gonna shoot a live acoustic version for one of our songs. So a lot of exciting things coming up. Very interesting question. As in our country, I'm assuming you mean America or Canada, which is the country I live in. I would say social issues, just in general, definitely influence me as a person, influence me to be a better person as well. But I don't think I have really translated that into my music much. I would say my music is definitely more of an expression of my personal experiences. It's very inward looking, not so much outward looking, and I never really talk about what's kind of happening in the world. But I do think that's very important. So for future projects, definitely keep that in mind. Another very interesting one. I think similarly to the previous question, I would say yes, as a person, I've learned a lot from COVID-19. I've learned that nothing in life is guaranteed and that a lot of things that I might think are important really aren't, and that it's important to get your priorities straight, and to constantly remind myself of what's really important and what's really worth my time and energy. So yeah, as an artist specifically, I think COVID has just made me really miss physical interactions, such as like concerts, like physical events, for example. And COVID has just completely destroyed the opportunity of performing live, which is a huge bummer. But hopefully in the future, I'll be able to, because it's a dream of mine. But yes.